I ain't gonna go on about this a whole lot. Put a couple of flat pieces of stick down. And I got a couple of pieces of marginal. And I say marginal because it don't have a whole lot of fat wood in it. We doing smoke. We doing, baby. I don't have a whole bunch of small stuff either. Everything I have is wet, and most of it is green. And by wet, I do mean wet. It's been raining for 2 days, at least. So, what I'm going to do is pretty simple. Build a little bit of a hollow so that I can put fat wood in under the hollow, like fat wood with a paraceum rod, and hopefully have enough small stuff to get a fire going. We'll see. I'm going to turn this camera off while I collect some wood. Be right back. Anyway, like I said, ain't a whole bunch of this stuff dry, and ain't a whole lot of it dead wood. I did find some. I didn't look real hard because I figure if I get it going, then I get it going. And if I get it going, then stuff will dry out itself. I'll take this marginal fat wood here, trim me off some slivers. I'm guessing you can see what I'm doing, making a mess. Basically trying to get some slivers, small little bits of wood that'll hopefully have enough pine sap. Don't need them wet ashes, wet coals or whatever. Using the spine of my knife, get some fuzzies off, trying to. Trying not to scatter the crap all over the place while I'm at it. Small pieces, and I'm gonna try to get me up a fair pile, because I wanna, everything's wet like I said. I'm gonna get up some slivers and then chop this piece of fat wood up into a few pieces. Find something to beat on the damn thing with. Some pieces. Damn rock hurting my leg. Leaning on it too much. Try to keep it together as much as I can here. Using the divot in the log there to hold my piece of fat wood. Let me find something to work with here. So right here, this will probably work. Anyway. I can smack this one a couple times here. Get some small pieces to going. It's doing gray. Pieces. Oh, it hurts my leg when I do that. I know, don't do that, right? That's what Dr. Evil says. Barrel ride. Before I get too crazy with the fero ride and stuff, I want to break up some of these smallest little sticks I got. Set them over here. You see, I did find some stuff that was old dry wood. That's why it's snapping. Most of this other stuff I got around here is still green. It's not going to go real good. But hopefully I got enough of this little bitty stuff to work. And see, that's little bitty stuff. Little bitty stuff. Even that's not very big. But it's big enough I'll keep it off to the side. So I want to try to get all this itty bitty stuff. And I don't know if you can see that. My hands are wet. There's water on my hands from working in that stuff. That's just wet. It was raining up till about an hour or two ago. Couldn't have been no more than a couple hours. But that stuff is still dripping wet. And then what I want to do is grab a couple of these bigger chunks. And my beating on stick right there. And the point of that's going to be so when I lay the stuff over it, it's going to be above the fire. Okay. Ferrocium rod. Come on, fat wood. Get it going. There we go. So some of this stuff on top so that it can start warming up. Put this knife down somewhere so I don't stick myself with it. Put my ferrule sealing rod down. Get my knife in my belt. Alright, got some drying going on. I wouldn't call it a fire yet, but we got some drying going on. Drying? No, just drying. And kind of do it sparse and not all in the same direction. You want that air to get through into it. Be able to dry the wet stuff off. Yeah, we're getting there. See, this stuff won't even break. This is green wood. I did find some dry wood, but not a whole lot. But enough, apparently. I ain't out of the woods yet. Got to get enough fire going to get a bed of coals up on that stick, or up on them sticks, whatever you want to call it. See, this stuff green, won't even break. Going in the fire anyway. And you might be able to hear there's still water dripping off of the trees. Get some of this wet stuff up around the base. It'll start drying and start becoming part of the bed of coals. Hopefully. Well, I hope that was on camera enough to be seen what I was a-didin'. It's a fire. Hopefully this dispels the myth that I gotta have a blowtorch to make a fire. This is how I cut wood. You see me lay that long piece out across there? When it burns in two, then I'll have two pieces. And I didn't even have to cut them. Let nature do it for me. Got to be careful not to get my camera wet. This camera right here ain't waterproof. It'll take it a while to get big though, simply because everything's wet. Real wet, soaked, and some of that wood's green. That don't help none. But it's drying. It's drying off. The damn weatherman lied again. It's supposed to stop raining. It's supposed to have about 4 hours of no rain going on here, according to the map and the weather guy. Some bitch is lying again. Trying to rain harder on me again. We'll get me a weatherman job. I mean, what other job can you have where you can be wrong all the time and still get paid? And that ain't even a joke. If you don't believe me, watch the weather at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then watch it at noon to see how much it changed. And then watch it at 6 o'clock and see how much it changed. And then watch it at 10 o'clock and it's probably changed again. So they wrong all the time.